Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer. Look, if you do literally any sort of business online right now, whether you're scaling ad campaigns, managing remote teams, or just paying for software subscriptions, you already know that traditional banking is just dragging you down. So today we're unpacking a massive shift. We're talking about moving away from rigid plastic to secure, flexible digital platforms. And specifically, we're going to look at how CardUpNow.com is completely changing the game for digital entrepreneurs. Let's get right into it.
Here's a quick roadmap of what we're covering today. 1. The online payment problem. 2. What virtual cards actually are. 3. How virtual providers work. 4. Real-world use cases. 5. Good versus bad providers. And finally, 6. The CardUpNow solution.
All right, kicking things off with Section 1, the online payment problem, and the friction it causes in our digital world.
So let's set the stage a bit here. Digital marketers, affiliate marketers, freelancers, we all operate at lightning speed, right? But traditional banks, they're like heavy anchors. You really have to ask why so many businesses are just totally ditching them. Think about that absolute panic of putting your main checking account debit card into a dozen different ad managers and SaaS platforms. If Facebook accidentally overspends or a platform gets breached, your grocery money is literally in the line of fire. It's super risky, it's inflexible, and honestly, it's just a completely outdated way of doing things.
Moving on to Section 2, what are virtual cards? Let's take a look at this modern paradigm shift.
So this is the shift we really need to understand. A virtual Visa card service provider is essentially a platform that issues digital Visa cards for secure, instant online payments. You aren't getting a physical piece of plastic that you can lose in your couch cushions. Instead, you're getting real 16-digit card numbers, expiration dates, and CVV codes that process perfectly through the global Visa network. The catch? They live entirely on your screen.
Just think about the contrast here. With traditional banks, you're filling out endless paperwork, waiting 7 long business days for mail to arrive, and literally having to call and beg a rep for a spending limit increase. Now compare that to modern virtual platforms. You get instant digital generation, custom spending limits that you control, and just total agility. It is literally night and day.
Which brings us to Section 3, how virtual providers work and how they cut the red tape.
Let's look at how we actually bypass all that banking bureaucracy. The workflow is brilliantly simple. First, you create an account. Second, you add funds. And honestly, the best modern platforms actually let you fund with crypto, which is amazing because it turns your digital assets directly into spendable fiat. Third, generate your card with a single click. And fourth, spend instantly. You go from registering an account to checking out online in minutes, not weeks.
And users are demanding a very specific toolkit to make this work smoothly. They need instant issuance to move fast, global Visa acceptance to bypass all those annoying international borders, and crypto funding for financial privacy. Plus, they absolutely require the ability to spin up multiple cards on the fly, all backed by real-time tracking. You want to know exactly where every single penny goes the exact second it's spent, right?
All right, Section 4, real-world use cases, and how this is powering the digital economy.
So how does this actually look in daily operations? Well, virtual cards are absolute lifesavers for Facebook and Google ad campaigns because they keep your ad spend totally isolated. But it goes way beyond just ads. Remote workers use them to safely manage SaaS subscriptions, verify PayPal accounts, or grab free trials without that looming dread of forgetting to cancel and getting hit with a surprise $99 charge. Whether it's paying for Netflix, Spotify, or booking international travel, it's pretty much the ultimate utility belt for the digital economy.
I like to call this the firewall effect. By using a virtual card, you are basically building a brick wall between your primary bank account and the wild west of the internet. You can assign separate, disposable cards to specific clients or software tools. If a shady merchant tries to overcharge you or a card's details get leaked in some random database hack, no problem. You just delete the card with one click. Your main bank account remains totally invisible and perfectly safe.
That brings us to Section 5, good versus bad providers, the showdown.
Look, not all platforms are created equal, so you really have to watch out for the red flags. A bad provider is going to lure you in, then hit you with hidden fees, block your payments right when your ad campaign is scaling to the moon, and frustrate you with region locks. On the flip side, a premium provider gives you total transparency, high global acceptance rates, and support that actually replies when you need them.
So before you trust any platform with your business capital, run through this quick checklist. First, verify they have legitimate Visa or MasterCard support. Look for flexible reload options, particularly crypto support. Demand low verification or no KYC access to protect your identity. And make sure their privacy practices are ironclad. If they miss even one of these, just walk away.
Finally, Section 6, the CardUpNow solution, or as I like to think of it, modern payments perfected.
This brings us to a platform that literally hits every single mark on that premium checklist we just talked about. CardUpNow offers lightning-fast activation and fully crypto-funded ad-ready cards. They allow for unlimited card creation, which means you can isolate every single expense across your entire business. And with no KYC options for maximum privacy, plus elite global support, it is perfectly tailored whether you're running a massive dropshipping operation or just using it for personal daily expenses.
And honestly, the best part is that CardUpNow actually scales with you. Whether you're a solo freelancer who's just trying to pay for a few design tools, or you're a massive ad agency spending thousands a day and needing their high-limit CardUp Elite tier, they have a dedicated setup for you. You literally never outgrow it.
To sum it all up, their own documentation really hits the nail on the head. CardUpNow makes online payments simple, secure, and instant with virtual cards you can trust. And guys, that's exactly the peace of mind we're looking for here. No more frozen ad accounts, no more exposed personal data. Just seamless, stress-free commerce.
So, I'm going to leave you with this final question to ask yourself. In an era where corporate data breaches are literally in the news every single day, why on earth are you still typing your primary bank details into random websites? It's time to build your firewall, secure your privacy, and take back control of your spending at cardupnow.com. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you in the next one.